What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from the Cruiser Company, and today we are going to go over everything to do with our brand new Y62 full hoop bull bar. Now, there has been a lot of you asking for this because, as you know, we make a really awesome rear bar for these things. Fully incorporated tow bar, 3.5 ton tow rating, super high clearance, it looks awesome. So now we've finally been able to bring out the bull bar. Now, if you've never heard of us before, we are based in Victoria, Australia, and all of our products are 100% Australian made. So it comes in as a flat piece of steel and it leaves like this, including all the powder coating, everything like that. It's all done in-house, which is really awesome and cool to see. But you guys also get a better product. It's higher quality than those imported China style bars, which honestly, it's not hard to beat them anyway. But this is a really awesome, fully Australian made bull bar. And yeah, in this video, I'm just gonna try to touch on every sort of feature that it has so that you know exactly what's going on if you want to order one for your car. So firstly, and one of the main things that people buy bull bars for, let's be honest, we all don't like to admit it, but it's the styling. It actually looks unreal on this thing. The hoops really follow the headlights in here. It's a one-piece hoop, so it's all bent out of one-piece fat tube. So this is 60.3 mil in diameter. The Y62s in the middle, they're really low, like weirdly low. I was really amazed because this is, I believe, a 2-inch lift, but 35s, well, the 35s, the legal ones that you can run on Y62s, and that is still so low in the middle, but you can't avoid that because that is literally where the radiators are and everything like that. So we've tucked the wings up as high as possible and we've pushed the front in as close as possible while still leaving all of your necessary gaps around your headlights and everything like that. Because if you didn't know, modern cars like this, the chassis moves independently to the body to make it more comfortable inside the car. But that means that your body could go this way and your bar can go that way. So when you're driving down the road, it looks like it's doing this. That's just to do with how the new cars are made. So you need some gap around the headlights and around the body panels and everything like that to prevent you from damaging it on things like corrugations and stuff like that. So we've got plenty of clearance in here and in the wings. These are 100% airbag compliant as well, so no issues there. Leave a comment down below what you think of the styling of this bar. I love it. I think it looks awesome. Kind of an awkward car to build a full hoop bull bar for, which I think is why a lot of people run no hoops, because it's easier. But yeah, we're trying to bring out a full range of full hoop bull bars. So the boys worked really hard on getting the styling right on this, and I think it looks absolutely unreal. Before I get into the materials that are used and the quality of this bull bar, I just want to touch on things like accessories and sensors and stuff like that. So obviously you got your 2 spots up here for your spotties. It's low mount winch compatible. There's heaps of room in there. The winch that's in here is a carbon 12K. It's got tons of room around it. These modern cars down the bottom, there's actually just a heap of space. It's the same with like the 200s and 300s and things like that. Enough room that you could probably fit a high mount in there, just saying. Something cool with the winch that we do put a focus on is being able to access your free spool. Now, if you're looking from the top here, there's no room to get in there to your winch without making the chin of the bar really big. So down here, there's just a little gap up in here, which is still protected because of that angle that it's on. And you can reach in, get to your free spool on and free spool off. That's really cool. Something that I feel like is missed on a lot of modern cars. Then for sensors, obviously it maintains all your factory sensors just around it. Your factory camera location is all good because that is going to miss the bar. Then down the bottom, you've got the radar in the factory location. Now, I know it is exposed on this car, but there is going to be an acrylic panel there just to prevent things like rocks or mud or anything getting in there and hitting that. So that's all the factory sensors and stuff like that. And then yeah, you got flush mount lights and flush mount indicators. So that's all your other stuff. So back to the actual bar itself. So the materials that this is made out of, a complete 5mm steel construction. And with, as I said, you got this one-piece tube here, 60.3mm in diameter. But what's special about this tube is it has a 3.9mm thick wall. That is an extremely thick wall for a piece of tube. So this can be hit a lot and it's not going to be dinted or bent or anything like that. And the beauty of that is because it's right on the edges here on your wings and it's all one piece and everything like that, it braces itself. Trying to bend this is going to be extremely hard to do. So basically it's linked side to side. And then something else that is cool, the little upright behind this face, so it's got a straight bit that goes up and down like that. That is actually one piece that runs all the way down to here. So this bit here, all the way down here, is actually the exact same bit of steel as the bit up here. So there's no welds connecting the top to the bottom. It's one piece of steel and it's like this way. Trying to bend steel that way is very hard to do. Yeah, so that means all your wings and everything are 5mm. You got little return folds on them all, keeps it even stronger, prevents it from being able to be pushed in. Yeah, it's a super solid bar. I know what you're thinking, 5mm steel, damn, that's gonna be really heavy. Well, it actually isn't, because we can use less materials than something like 3mm, because we don't need to do a whole bunch of crazy bracing behind it to make sure that 3mm is strong. We can use less materials, so therefore it's higher clearance. It ends up just being the same weight as basically every other bull bar on the market. A lot of them fall into sort of the same categories. There is some outliers of like really heavy or really light. Really heavy ones, your strength is probably going to be fine, but your really light ones, they're probably just going to fold. So it is a balance between weight and strength. You can't have a super lightweight bull bar and have it strong. I've just switched up the angles here because I want to show you the approach angle of this bull bar. It's absolutely unreal because this sits so close in. It gives you as much approach angle as possible. Obviously the limiting factor is the car itself down here, but just through here, it gives you a ton of tire clearance. So if you're approaching a bank or a rock or something, you can line it up with this tire. It's not going to hit your bull bar. It'll just drive over it instead. Another thing I forgot to touch on is just the aerial tabs. So there's 2 aerial tabs with 2 spots on each tab. So there's 4 aerial mounts. And basically they're just a piece of 5mm with a little fold on them so they're braced back. Prevents them basically moving like this and then snapping over time. This car obviously didn't have this bull bar straight up, so that aerial will probably move onto the bull bar itself if the customer wants to. It is a bit weird. Then we've got the finish. So what you're looking at here is our standard satin black powder coat. This is basically what majority of our bars are done in. You do have choices of different blacks. So you got like texture black and matte black, things like that, but you can also color code. Some color codes can be done in powder, some have to be paint. It all just depends what color your car is. I really like the satin black look. It lasts longer because it's just a solid color and the powder coat is really strong. We put a lot of research and development into our powder coat itself. We built our own oven and everything. It's really cool. But yeah, this is the satin black powder coat. And that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else to go over with this bull bar. It's just a super neat, tidy option for a Y62. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. You can find this on the website, all the pricing and everything that is there. It really just lines up with basically everything else in the market. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.